What's the issue, dear? Are you limiting your inability to land a nice woman? No, or a nice man? My mother prompts before I had the chance to reply. I did think it's strange, you know, that you only had one girlfriend back in high school. Most young boys will play the field much more.
Oh my god.
We interrupt this program to bring you...
Yo, welcome to the dojo. It's a new day, and I'm still your sensei, Kaio. How y'all doing? This part 3 of Sakura Succubus. This was a little more better than the last one. Part 2, check that out. I dropped that one today. As of me recording this, I think it's the 21st of September. Okay, in the last episode, basically, IU was tripping because we're going on a trip with Marina, Hazel, and I can't remember the girl's name, Hifumi. Anyways, hey, that's all I gotta say. Sit back, relax, eat your snacks. I know how it is over here, baby. Let's get it. After some consideration, I cease my packing and can wait for later and take a seat in the kitchen. I pull out my phone. I put my phone in my pants pocket, quickly down my pants landline. My mother picks up only after 3 rings, punctual as per usual. I think she must have been in the middle of washing the dishes after dinner, because I can hear the faint scent of running water in the background. Hiroki dear, my mother greets me, her voice continues. How are you? Has something happened? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Oh dear, I hear my mother shuffle about through the other end of the line, and then the sound of water ceases. She must have shut the faucet off. Now her attention is no longer taken to household chores. My mother then settles herself down and says, that doesn't sound promising. You haven't gotten yourself in any trouble, have you? I hope you're not in a fix at your job. Oh no, Mom, it's nothing. You don't need to worry about that. My job's going just fine. As fine as it can go, at least I can. All my coworkers all despise me thanks to my newfound popularity. Niggas be hating, and I'm niggas. What is the issue then? Is it with your love life? It's been a long time since you last told me you met somebody. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, actually. I thought as much. We mothers can always tell these things. I have a sixth sense for it. What's the issue, dear? Are you What's the issue, dear? Are you limiting your inability to land a nice woman? No, or a nice man? My mother prompts before I had the chance to reply. I did think it's strange, you know, that you only had one girlfriend back in high school. Most young boys will play the field much more.
Oh my god.
He already doing better than me. Nigga already went up on me. Get him, mama. I'd always suspected, given your seeming lack of interest in the fairer sex, your taste might be elsewhere. If that is the case, I won't judge. We all have our own interests. I'd rather you be more upfront with me about it though, instead of trying to hide it. You've nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh my god.
No matter what happens, you'll always be my son.
This is a sick Negro.
What? No, Mom, please. I sighed. I knew there was a reason why I didn't call my parents more often, and this is precisely why my mom was always jumping to conclusions like this. I know she means well, but her overbearing nature can be quite the pain. I'm not gay, if that's what you're implying. I have no interest in men whatsoever. Really? Are you sure about that, dear? I'm quite sure. Jeez. I lean back in my chair and roll my eyes. Don't sound so disappointed, please. You're making me feel like I should apologize here. I'm sorry, dear. I only assumed wrongly. Yes, well, now I can see that I might have been mistaken. You'll have to forgive your mother for jumping to conclusions. I'd already prepared my acceptance speech, you see, for when you did decide to come out, but it looks like that won't happen.
27 days, nigga. 27 nights.
Not on your life. Now you listen here. I called you because I have, contrary to your expectations, found myself in a relationship. Or suddenly awkward, I scratched my cheek. A few relationships, in fact. A few. Though I can't see my mother's face, I hear incredulity in her voice. I bet her eyebrows are shot right up to her forehead and hide beneath her hairline. Why, Hiroki, it doesn't seem that long ago you were complaining at your inability to land one pretty woman. Now, do you mean to tell me you're seeing several? Yeah, it's kind of crazy how things worked out, but that's about the size of it. And do these women know about this? Don't tell me you're two-timing them. It's a mutual agreement. We've all agreed on it. Ain't that about it? I've been gatekeeping this from you for a while now because I wasn't sure how to break the news, but this has all been going on for several months. I know this might sound crazy, but please hear me out. I inhale and say, I'm dating the famous actress Yamamoto Hifumi. Yamamoto Hifumi? Once more I hear the blatant disbelief in my mother's tone. Not the Yamamoto Hifumi, surely the one that your father's such a big fan of? Yes, that Yamamoto Hifumi. The Hifumi who played the part of the blind princess in Ominous Inheritance? That Hifumi? Yes, that Hifumi. I don't think there are many or any other actresses working with that name right now. My, well I never. So you say you dating her? Yes I am. And that's not all. I'm also dating the famous businesswoman, Wakatsuki Marina, the Rapid Pound model. Rapid Pound? Hold on. So first, they want to see her get slimed. Then, she's a model for Rapid Pound. And then, what kind of company name is that, bro? Rapid Pound. Rapid Pound model. Then her fans sending her fan letters wanting her to get slimed on and stuff, man. The popular idol EQA IU and the tennis star Hazel Williams. I'm also dating the queen of the succubus realm, Yui. But I don't mention this to my mother. I think that would really be too much to take in. I don't want to overwhelm my mother with info right now. I've hit her with so many bombshells in the last minute, I'm worried she might not be able to endure it. The seconds trickle by during which neither of us speak. I think I must have stunned my mother into silence. Is she busy trying to process everything I told her? If so, I wouldn't be surprised. She could probably use a bit of time. A few more seconds pass by, then Hiroki. Yes, Mom. I'm a little afraid as to how she might imply, but as it transpires, I'm sorry I fell silent, but I had to go and check the calendar. You made me wonder whether I mixed the dates up and it wasn't April Fool's Day already. What? Wait, Mom, this isn't a joke. My mother golfs on the other end of the line. I thought you might say that. Your sense of humor is so deadpan, I find it hard to tell when you being serious. But this? My mother is shaking her head, though of course I can't see her. My mother's too old-fashioned to understand the appeal of video calls, and she doesn't have a phone modern enough to support them either. I think she's afraid if she uses a phone camera, it might steal her soul. Wow, this is one of the tallest tales, boy, you ever told me. Boy, ain't no way it could be true. I haven't heard of EQ, IU, or this Cosmos girl, but I've heard about Marina and Hazel in the papers. They both very talented and very pretty. I mean, no offense there, but I can't fathom why women such as these would take an interest in you. This must be a joke. It's simply unfeasible. I mean, why the very idea? It's more than I could take. My side's about to split. Boy, you naughty boy, Hiroki, you gonna send me into convulsions. I was almost prepared to believe in you when you mentioned Hifumi, but this, you can't take a joke too far. Fight back! I gripped my teeth together, my fingers curling tight about my cell phone. I thought this might happen, but my mother's blatant disbelief still stings. Please, Mama, listen to me. I ain't kidding around. Don't write this off as a prank. I'm trying to tell you something important. If things keep going as they are, then I ain't treat my mother through my cell phone, but I'm soon stopped short by a door thud which echoes out in the hallway. Is that the front door? Is somebody here? Who? I'm left pondering about the source of this ominous thud that could be for all of 2 seconds before boom. Hey, Hiroki! EQ IU storms into the natty living room in all her glory, clad in the same cute sweater she was in at Marina's, which, given the keyhole cutout, can't do all that much to keep the wintry air at bay. She stabs one finger in my direction as she's prone to doing, then cries, I can't believe you. When were you going to tell me you finalized that trip to Astoria, huh? Were you planning to jet off on your own with Hifumi and the others in tow without telling me first? Don't you care about my feelings? You're the worst. Hey Hiroki, it's good to see you. Cosmo slinks into my living room behind IU, a bashful smile on her face. She's wearing the same cheerleader garb that she wore back in Marina's place. For whatever reason, her lilac cat tail poking out from beneath the short hem of the skirt. She looks pretty cute. I guess I do wonder whether she wore that on the way here. Isn't she cold? It's only about 6 degrees out there and it's pretty windy. Maybe Succubus don't feel the cold. There's a lot about them I still don't understand. I wanted to see you before your trip, so IU and I decided that we could come over. It looks like you busy though. Cosmo's eyes flicker through my cell phone, which is still clutched in my hand. I don't want to bother you when you on your phone. Should I sit here and wait until you finish? No, it's fine. I'm glad to see you, Cosmos. Though I wish she'd learn to knock on the door first. This ain't her first time she's broken in unannounced using her succubus magic. With powers like those, Cosmos will make a pretty good phantom thief. She's already stolen my heart. Haha.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
The fact that he told that corny ass joke, bro. The nigga said, with powers like those, Cosmos would make a pretty good phantom thief. She's already stolen my heart. And then added on a ha ha at the end, my nigga. No, bruh. You not gonna be corny like that, bruh. And get away with it, man. Dang. Lucky this is a drawing, but I slapped this nigga. And me? Ayu glances at me, her hands planted on her hips. Aren't you glad to see me too, Hiroki? Oh yeah, I guess I'm glad about that. Despite my better judgment, a little voice appears inside my head. Well, of course you are. I am Ayu after all. Japan's #1 idol. Who wouldn't be overjoyed at a visit from yours truly? But Ayu, I thought Mihama Shizuru was more pop. Shut up. Ayu directs a glower at Cosmos, even colder than liquid nitrogen. Say frosty, baby. To which Cosmos squeaks, alarmed. Eat! Cosmos looks terrified as she's beneath Ayu's gaze, but at least she's all in one piece. Maybe I should thank my lucky stars Ayu didn't try to choke her this time. Hiroki? Oh, my mother's still on the phone. I forgot about that in a cacophony of Ayu and Cosmos' unexpected arrivals. What's happening, Hiroki dear? I can hear a lot of the noise in the background. Do you have guests over? Yeah, sorry about that, Mom. I have a couple of my friends stopped by. It was pretty unexpected. I think I might have to hang up now. Mom? Cosmos' ears perk up at this. But not the fake cat ears attached to her head. They aren't real. And she can't hear through them. At least I don't think she can. Are you talking to your mother, Hiroki? That's right. I was just telling her about your mother. Ayu's eyes flashed, and quicker than lightning, she stalks forward. Give me that. Hey, I cry in protest, but Ayu cuts me short. She reaches my cell phone from my hand with no small amount of force, and then steps back. Holding my phone to her ear, she then says, in tone so sugary sweet my teeth start to hurt, "Why hello, Miss Ogasora. It's very, very nice to meet you." I can't hear my mother anymore, but I have no doubt she'll be sounding as confused as a headless chicken right now. And for good reason. Who's this crazy girl who's addressing me so suddenly in such a familiar manner? And so I'm sure it's what she'll be thinking. Jeez, what a pain. Hey, Ayu, give that back. I cross the room, meaning to take my phone back from Ayu, but she's too quick for me. She darts away, ducking under my arm and continues her address as though nothing is at all amiss. I know you haven't been formally introduced, but I am very much looking forward to meeting you in person one of these days. My name is Ikyu Ayu. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm Japan's #1 idol and beloved all across the world. You're Japan's #2 idol now, Cosmos murmurs, but she speaks softly this time so Ayu doesn't catch on. Ayu's busy talking to my mother. In any event, she doesn't seem to be paying Cosmos any attention. This might be news for you, but your son and I have quite the intimate relationship. He's my loyal cameraman and has taken many photos of me in the past for the newspaper he is indentured to. I felt sorry for your poor son, seeing him work so hard for such meager a pittance, so I extended an olive branch of friendship onto him, which is not something I bequeath easily, mind you, as Japan's #1 idol. I am a very busy woman. I don't have time to care for all the downs in the mouth plebeians who populate this country. Thank God I ain't Japanese. I most definitely would have swung my ugly ass for that shit. Even if I would have lost, she is a succubus. Hey, Ayu, knock it off. Your son won me over, however, with his determination and his focus, and later, his kindness. I've grown rather fond of him over the last few months, and I have a good reason to believe he shares my feelings. Hifumi might believe she has this in the bag now that she's confessing Hiroki on live TV, but don't go counting me out this race just yet. Ayu, I have plans to get Hiroki down the aisle before she can. Then the pair of us will be married, and you shall be my future mother-in-law. I look forward to seeing you at our wedding, which will definitely be happening. I'm in the process of picking out a white dress as we speak. Oh, me too. I'd also like to marry Hiroki one day. I already own a lot of wedding dresses, but they are in normal dresses. What should I do? Like it matters. You won't be the one to marry Hiroki. I will. Can't we both marry him? We love him after all. I wouldn't go quite that far. I just appreciate him is all. And I don't want the rest of you taking him away from me. I want to win this competition in any case. So you best back off. Polygamy isn't even legal in Japan, Cosmos, you dummy. It isn't? Of course it isn't. What bizarre land do you live in? It certainly isn't Earth. Hiroki can date all of us, but he can't marry all of us. He'll need to choose, and naturally he'll choose me. That's not up for debate. Now goodbye, Miss Ogasawara. When we next meet, I hope it'll be under better circumstances. As your daughter-in-law, I promise I will do you proud. So saying, Ayu disconnects the call and tosses my cell phone back at me. Here you go, I'm done now. Are you now? I sigh. That's funny. I feel pretty done right about now too. Done with what? Oh, I don't know. Life maybe. Why does everything gotta be so complicated? Groaning, I look at my cell phone. Ayu not only cut the call with my mother a little while ago. I wish she asked her doing that. My mother's already sent me a message. This message from my mother obviously typed in a hurry. The typo success of that states simply, Hiroki, what is going on? It's a fair question, I guess, but it's not one that I have any immediate answer for. Well, I did try to tell you. Sighing, I turned my phone off. Now it's not the time to explain everything to my mother. Then I slide it into my pocket. I have to contact her about all this insanity later and try to get it sorted out. For the present, however, I have a bone up I need to pick with Ayu. I wish you hadn't said all that stuff to my mother. It's gonna lead to a very awkward conversation. And why shouldn't I talk to her, huh? Doesn't she have a right to know about our relationship? We've been dating for almost a year. Don't tell me you want to keep me a secret. Ayu takes a step back, her expression contorting. Any normal guy would be happy to be dating a catch like me, you jerk. You have no right to act ashamed of me. You're punching in way above your weight as it is. Why aren't I allowed to make things official? Ayu, please. I try to adopt my best soothing tones to contrast Ayu's shrill ones. Getting mad at her won't do anything to help the situation, and I can understand where she's coming from. I'd feel pretty rotten if my partner was trying to keep my existence hush-hush too. It's not the best feeling in the world. I'm not upset that you contacted my mother. I'm upset that you contacted her like you did without asking me if it was alright beforehand. I was actually trying to tell her about you and Cosmos and Marina and the others before you interrupted. Huh? Ayu's eyes widen at this. She suddenly presses her hand to her chest as an overwrought maiden might and blushing says, "You were?" Yeah, I figured I've kept things secret for long enough. I know my dating situation pretty complicated, which is why I didn't tell her about it. But I figured I owed it to you and all the others to be upfront. I ain't ashamed of you. In fact, it's the exact opposite. I'm proud to be dating so many attractive, incredible women. I want to introduce all of you to my parents. Not hide you away, but well, I smile wryly. It's complicated. Did your mother take it badly, Hiroki? I wouldn't say that. It's more like she didn't believe me at all. She thought you was joking? I nod. I was doing my best to convince her before you barged in. Ayu? How rude. Ayu humps. I don't barge. I'm much too polite for such rough conduct. Such a word would be better used to describe Hazel. Alright then. Unexpectedly interrupted. Does that sound better? Not really, but Ayu pouts. I just wanted to show you how much I like you, Hiroki. I was upset that Hifumi got the better of me, so I thought I'd at least seize the opportunity to announce my intentions to your mother. I'm serious about marrying you one of these days. This is more than just a competition. I want us to be a real couple, but did I make things difficult for you? Maybe just a bit, but I suppose it's fine. My mother has to believe my claims now, at the very least. I would have liked to ease her into it and give her more time to accept the situation, but I guess it's too late to fuss. She would have found out sooner or later anyway. I smile at Ayu, who now looks uncommonly abashed, and I pat the top of her head. There, don't worry. I'm not angry. You're not? Nah, it's nice knowing that you're serious about me. Just try to keep that temper of yours in check, okay? I don't like having to scold you. I'm not a sadist like Marina. Her. Ayu pulls her face. I can't stand having to share you with that woman. She might act classy, but deep down she's an utter brute. There's no softness in her heart, whatever. She's even wickeder than Hifumi. She does have a cute side, though. Don't you remember how scared she looked when we were telling ghost stories at her beach house? The way she clung to Hiroki was pretty cute. Sure, maybe she was a bit appealing then, but that's only one time out of the 100, no, 1,000. Most of the time, she's unbearable. Well, let's just agree to disagree. So, I look between my unexpected guests. Some of my distemper already drained. I think I've already got the gist of it, but I'll ask just to be certain. What are you two doing here? It's like I said, I want to stop by and see you before you go to Astoria. I'll miss you, quite a lot actually. I'm sad I can't come along with you, but I thought, slightly, IU toys are one of her pigtails. I know you don't leave until the weekend, but I have a pretty packed schedule. I don't think I'll have a chance to see you off on the days, so I thought I'd come here now. I want to say goodbye to you, and I want to give you something to remember me by. You're worried I'll forget you? You have so many beautiful women hanging off of you, I wouldn't be surprised. I know I'm the cutest of the bunch, but you have pretty poor attention span. That's why I want you to listen up. I used to ask a finger in my direction. Keep me in your heart always, or I'll tear it out. Have you got that? I've got it, and don't worry, I can never forget you, IU. You promise? Sure I do. I'll cross my heart too, if it'll make you feel better. It's not like I could forget IU even if I wanted to. She's so loud and shrill, she makes quite the impression. I don't say this, however. I don't want to cause IU any unnecessary upset. Really? When she's not carrying on like a deranged harpy, she can be quite cute. I just wish she'd be honest more often. And I came with IU to offer moral support. She was too shy to come over on her own. She was worrying that she might look too clingy, so I offered to tag along. Is that true? It's true. IU keeps saying, Cosmos clears her throat and then does her best impression of our resident idol. What if he thinks I'm too demanding? What if he starts to hate me? If I come on too strong, he might never want to see me again. This is so embarrassing. Why do I have to like him so much? Cosmos squeaks as a red-faced IU elbows her in the side. I did not say that. Not a single word. Stop making those things up, you stupid wannabe cat girl. You must have been huffing too much catnip. Huh? How did you meow that? I can't believe I just had to fucking say that, bruh. You weren't really huffing catnip, were you? Meowby? I am a woman of meowstery. Cosmos giggles and then looks back to me. I might be acting all prickly right now. I am not prickly. But I know how to be honest with my own feelings. I wanted to see you off too, Hiroki. I'll miss you a lot myself. You're the best boyfriend in all the world. Stay safe during your journey and please be careful. I'll cheer you on so you got nothing to worry about. Hey, I would use this picture as a thumbnail, but I don't think I can. Go, Hiroki. You can do it, Hiroki. Let's get married, Hiroki. I think Cosmos might have sneaked something a little strange to her cheerleaders chanting, but I appreciate the sentiment. It's nice to know she cares about me so much, and I think with a bright smile, it's doubly nice that she's chosen to make a show of her caring by putting on a little cheerleading performance for my sake. Darn, she looks so good in that outfit. Cosmos always looks cute in everything she wears. I'm accustomed to seeing her favorite white tank top and shorts. The skirt changes things up a little. Cosmos dresses in a lot of cosplay outfits, but this might be one of my favorites. Although, now that I think about it, her bunny getup was pretty nice too. I guess Cosmos looks cute in almost everything she wears. You can do it, I believe in you. I'll always be cheering for you. You're my #1 boyfriend. Pause! Oh wait, you're my only boyfriend? You're asking me? I laugh, amused by Cosmos' airheaded antics. I don't know, am I? You were the last time I checked, at least. Good, I'm glad to hear it. There's nobody I like as much as you after all. You really are the best, Hiroki. That's all we need to stay together. Yay! Cosmos sure is jumping around a lot. Alright, mister, that's enough gawping. IU reaches out and takes a hold of my hand. I'm here too, remember? I want you to look at me as well. I want you to hold me and comfort me. It'll be a while till we get to see one another again, so please. IU looked at me from beneath her eyelashes, her pink lips pursed like a fallen cherry blossom petal. Let's spend some more time together while we can. Then I think I'll be able to say goodbye to you with a smile. Aww. A couple of days pass, and eventually the date of my scheduled flight to Astoria arrives. I travel to the airport on my own, lugging my suitcase behind me. I packed pretty lightly, knowing I'd only be there for a fortnight. I didn't see the need to take much more than a few changes of clothes, some toiletries, and my trusty cell phone. I did briefly consider hauling my expensive camera along for the ride, but I decided against it. The camera on my phone, though not nearly as powerful, should be good enough to take some touristy snapshots, should I feel the need. Plus, I'm a little antsy about my expensive camera after I broke my last one all those months prior, back at IU's concert. I don't want to repeat of that incident. The sickening crunch of the camera made that the camera made when I dropped it shaved at least 5 years off my lifespan. That was back before I had friends in high places like Marina and Hifumi, and without their financial backing, I was afraid I'd be ruined. Speaking of Marina and Hifumi, they're both waiting for me when I arrive at the airport, as is Hazel. The four of us check in, then wait out the hour until we're allowed to board. And we're gonna end this one right here. Yes, we will, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to carry on no longer, especially after that last part I just had to read. I feel so corny. Jesus Christ. Anyways, part 1. This should be part 3. I just dropped part 2 today. For me, today is the 21st, and I already dropped part 1. I'll put those links in the description. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all like it, subscribe it, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. You feel me? I heard Sakura Succubus 6 is out, so you best believe I'm gonna be playing that bad boy too whenever I get my hands on it. Okay? So, without further ado, I bid you adieu. See y'all later.